Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. I thought I wouldn't be doing any more videos on this topic, but it has gotten to be a very big story, especially in mainstream, as I've seen a couple websites now post their stories. IGN has a story posted about 16 hours ago about HDR. You're going to start seeing it everywhere now. What I find interesting is how much power the gaming community actually has. If you think in regards to the loot boxes, things of that nature that happened with the Star Wars title, and not to say that this was done on purpose or anything in regards to the HDR, but that it doesn't take an unhappy gaming community long to make change happen. And it's pretty amazing that, you know, within a few days, it's being reported by major websites and channels where, you know, a few days ago it was just a few channels and a few people talking about it and a lot of arguments in the comments. And my question to you guys is, now that this is becoming more widespread and isn't really as much a matter of opinion, where the first few days, you know, we had all talked, myself included, where I thought maybe the HDR was an aesthetic choice, that perhaps it was fated to look like a torn old Western, or that it was overlooked. The game was in development for 7 years, and I'm sure when you're building a game of this magnitude with this kind of graphical detail and systems in place, I'm fairly certain HDR is probably not one of the things that they were very concerned about or was a top priority. When you think about the amount of work it takes to make all the script, the way the game plays, all the systems in place, all the community in the game speaking back and forth, the NPCs, everybody talking back and forth. I mean, this game is meticulously crafted, and the HDR, in my opinion, was either an afterthought or just was something that they, you know, just maybe overlooked or didn't quite understand how important it would be to the gaming community, and how important it actually isn't to a lot of you. So in the comments, if you read them, there is all kinds of hate on the game, hate on their own systems. The PS4 Pro has been pulled through the mud for having blurry visuals and checkerboard rendering being blurry or smeary. The PS4 can do better than that. I mean, in regards to the checkerboard rendering they've done in the past, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, they've done an excellent job. This is just an enormous world to animate, guys. I mean, enormous. So the detail in this game, as far as its draw distance, things of that nature, I mean, that is very, very hard to accomplish on consoles in general, let alone base PS4s or base Xbox One systems. So my question to you guys is, what is the course of action for you as individuals? This is a discussionary channel. This isn't just me talking to you. I want to know, what is it you guys are doing? Are you, some of you have contacted Rockstar directly. Others have moved on to other titles. Some of you have gone back to playing the original Red Dead, which is available on Xbox One X through their backwards compatibility program, which is in native 4K. Some of you guys have gone back to this. But in the comments, I'd like to hear what you guys are doing. Like I said, some of you have contacted Rockstar directly. Others are looking for refunds. It doesn't seem to be console-based either, on which console you're playing. Some of you have literally put the game down, refused to play it again. Some are playing through it, and, you know, I'll tell you that I don't think there's a wrong answer. It really is up to you guys. Some of you are turning off HDR and are just enjoying the game that way. Others are, even on base PS4, I had one guy who has an old Plasma who's playing on a PS4. He loves it. You know, HDR is not an issue. So HDR is probably not an issue to a lot of you. It's definitely not an issue to the PC community, who doesn't care about HDR much. At least a lot of them don't. So how important is it to you? How upset are you? Are you playing? What are you playing now? What games are you into? If you're not playing Red Dead, are you playing through it? Red Dead is a huge game. So all I can do is give you my take on it, and what I'm doing is I have a million games to play that I'm behind on. I did a video a few videos ago about the pile of games that I'm behind on. So I'm going to go back and play some of those, and I think Red Dead I'm going to put down for a while until it has a patch. And trust me, guys, with IGN and other big websites going after it, it's going to get patched and it's going to get fixed. So for me, I'm going to wait for it simply because I want to see that game done to its fullest potential. It is a gorgeous game. It is meticulously designed. I mean, it is probably one of the most complete games in terms of its design that I've seen in forever. I mean, Witcher 3, Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, the game just looks tremendous as we look at the old Red Dead, as I'm just tired of staring at regular Red Dead. So for me, I have no problem putting the game down for a while before I get too far into it. That's not the answer for everyone. Some of you, like I said, are shutting off HDR. You're playing the game the way it is. I wouldn't refund the game. I mean, the game has been worked on so hard. It is such a good game. It is so well made that it is unfortunate that this is getting attention, but it is fortunate that it's getting the attention that it needs, as that gaming community is loud, and they will put down your game and they will never buy another one. As you've seen with what happened with Battlefront 2. They'll sink a whole franchise just by wronging them. And for me, this channel is primarily about displays and PCs and games. 4K is a big addition to me on later titles. Forza, it's night and day. Some of these other games, it really does make the difference. So on a game as epic as Red Dead 2, I'm going to wait for the patch. I'm going to enjoy it when it happens, and enjoy what it really looks like when it finally arrives. I feel with the attention that the community has given it, that the game will be patched, that it will be remedied. I also feel that the PS4 Pro, which is was their primary system that they actually showed in their demos, will also be fixed, or they'll try to clean it up. I mean, games get patched and changed all the time, and I'm sure they will. I know they're notoriously slow at that. They've been overworked, 100 hours or whatever it is. So, as I play an older title here, Call of Juarez, just to keep the theme going, I'm fairly confident they're going to even patch that. It's just something I think that needs to be done. But I'm curious to what you guys think. Will you continue playing the game in its current form? Will you just shut off HDR and move and continue playing the title, or will you literally step away from it and never play it again? And in the process, or in the meantime, what are you guys playing? What's the titles you guys are playing? For me, it's Horizon Zero Dawn, Forza 4. I'm playing Black Ops 4, and that's about it for now. And then I'll be waiting to go back to that title. So, again, curious to your thoughts. Try to keep it as mild as you can when interacting with each other, please. And let me know what you guys think and how big a deal is this to you. All right, guys. Thank you as always. Please leave your comments in the section. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.